All right, welcome to tonight's team call for June 5th. I'm excited for tonight. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of opportunities here in the month of June. There's a lot going on. Even if you took Summit out of the equation, there is a lot going on in June and a lot of opportunity. First off, let's start tonight with some recognition. We do have more rank advancements this week, just a couple, but I want to give some recognition to a few individuals. Tirsha went ahead and put together this video. So I'm going to play a quick video. It's only 30 seconds, so for those of you having connection problems, don't worry, it'll be short and sweet. All right, congrats to Joe, Finehour, and Shane. And yes, yours truly did hit 15-star this week. What an amazing time it has been, guys. I have to say thank you to such an amazing team that's helped me get to the highest rank in Beachbody in just 2.5 years. I don't know if that's a record or not, but it's been one heck of a journey. And for those of you out there who are thinking, I'm only Diamond, or I'm only Emerald, or I'm only a coach. Is it too late for me to get to 15-star? Well, guess what, guys? Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it all over. And I'm going to prove that it can be done again. And then I'm going to prove that it can be done again after that, and again after that, and again after that. And the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is by helping people on our team achieve their goals. The only way you can get to Star Diamond is by helping other people get to Diamond, right? The only way that people can get to Diamond is you help them. They have to help people get to Emerald. So can it be done again? Yes, it can. And I'm going to keep doing it until there's no more people out there that say they want help improving their lives. So I'm trying to fix, somebody says that this, hold on a second. I think, there we go. There we go. Hold on a second here. Can you guys see the screen better now? Let me get it back to 100%. Oh, is that better? Okay. All right. Thanks to whoever spotted that. Much appreciated. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We covered rank advancements, covered 15-star. I say it every week, but it never gets old. For everyone who has turned down this week, we stand with you. This is a business where we try to help other people, but sometimes people don't want to participate in their own rescue. Sometimes people don't want help, or some people it's just not for them. And it sucks, especially when we want them to join us. But that's the price you got to pay for stepping outside of your comfort zone and reaching out to people and inviting them. So for those of you who were turned down this week, we stand with you. If you weren't turned down this week, what the heck? You must not be inviting people because that's just a part of the game. All right, 2 weeks till Summit. 2 weeks till we get to do the rabbit again at the white party. Except this time we got to fit like 80 people into this picture. Now, any guesses how many confirmed people we have from Team Symbiotic going to Summit? Last week we had 80. Dang, Tim Mills. Tim Mills, what a guess. No, David and Chris, we did not go down from 80. We have 83 confirmed, and I found out today there's 2 more who are considering going. So we called the restaurant. They said that they have room for 100. They're giving us their largest private dining room that can hold up to 100 people. And we got the limo, the party bus is reserved, and they can hold up to 100 as well. So now, for those of you who are out there who cannot go to Summit, you're in the majority. Okay, the majority of our team is not going to Summit. So I know that you might feel left out, but if you're not able to go to Summit, this is your next best option. Super Saturday is June 29th. You can get all the details in the coach office. You can find one near you and make it to it. Super Saturday will have a video with all the recaps, like all the highlights from Summit, and you'll get to be around local coaches in your area. So definitely make it to Summit. And if you're one that is going to Summit, make sure you're getting to Super Saturday as well. I'll be going out to Phoenix to help promote. Christina Wheeler is hosting her first Super Saturday out there, so wish her luck. The whole Ingram clan is going to be out there, and so I'm going to go out and promote that one as well. But definitely Super Saturday, June 29th. Okay, let's talk about what's going on this month. Combat Challenge Pack, $140. Guys, this is huge. It's a huge opportunity. I'm going to tell you why real quick. 3 reasons. First one, for your customers, let's talk about why this is such a big deal for them. For a customer, it's normally $129 for Shakeology and the combat workout, $90. Okay, they'd pay $219 separately when they buy these two products. They get the Combat Challenge Pack for $140. That's huge. That's $79 savings. Okay, almost $80 is what they save. They're practically getting the workout for free, or they're practically getting Shakeology for about $50, $60, depending on how you look at it. So, yeah, that's a good point, Chuck. You also get free shipping on the Combat Challenge Pack, so you save another $10 on the workout. Now, why is this such a big deal for your coaching business? Well, a couple things. When somebody buys a challenge pack from you, that's 2 Success Club points versus just buying a workout, no Success Club points, or 1 point for buying Shakeology. So if you're somebody who doesn't even own Combat and you've got a customer who wants to just buy Shakeology, it's like, hey, you know what? Go ahead and get the challenge pack. I'll pay you the $11 difference, and I'll pick up Combat. Now, let's talk about why it's such a big deal for coaches. So to become a coach, it costs $40, right, for your coach business kit. Shakeology costs $97. Well, after you sign up as a coach, if you were to go by Combat, it would cost you about $68. That's a total of $205. Again, Combat Challenge Pack for $140. They're saving $65. Okay? So sometimes we have people who want to sign up as a coach and they're like, hey, I just want to get the Shakeology. I don't want to get a challenge pack. Well, let's take a look at that situation as well. In that situation, they're still paying $40 for the coach business kit. They're paying $97 for Shakeology. That's $137. For $3 more, they get the challenge pack. So they're getting the combat workout for $3. Okay? $3. So sometimes people still don't want to do it. And in that case, you have to say, hey, look, I will pay you the difference. Okay, I would love to get an extra copy of that workout. You go ahead and pay the extra $3. Let's get you the challenge pack. I'll take that workout off your hands for $3, right? So again, anybody coming into your business in June as a coach should be ordering the Combat Challenge Pack if they were just planning to get Shakeology alone. It's like Tim said, it's a no-brainer. So Brian asked a good question. What's my quick review of Combat? Here's what's great about Combat. I was already recommending it to most new coaches because A, beginners can start with it. B, advanced people who are in good shape can do it as well because you can make it as intense as you want. You can even add weighted gloves and things like that, but it's all about your intensity you put into your punches and kicks. But the workouts are shorter. Most of the workouts are 30 minutes. There's one that's 45 and there's one that's an hour. So, I had a guy who a local friend, he's like, oh man, I really need to do P90X again. And I said, well, what's holding you back? And he said, time. And I said, well, maybe you should stop trying to do P90X. I mean, that's an hour, 16 minutes a day. Yoga's 90 minutes. Maybe you should try to start with combat. I mean, 30-minute workout, 45-minute workout. There's only one that's an hour. Boom. It's a much more appealing starting point for somebody than starting P90X. As far as the workout goes, it's fun. It's got great music. It's very current. The trainers are pretty young and in really great shape. I can't complain. You're not going to build any serious muscle off of it. It's not there's not a lot of resistance training in it, but you're going to sculpt, you're going to burn calories, and you're going to have fun. So, Zach Nelson, my good friend Zach, who's a coach, that's what I recommended to him when he was getting started. He is as busy as can be. And, I said, hey, let's start off with this. I mean, and it helped. This plus the reset helped him. He lost over 40 pounds. So that's combat. That's the opportunity you have in June. Even after June, it's only 160. It's still a smoking deal. All right. Okay. Really excited for this. Coming soon, Team Beachbody is being featured in the Success from Home magazine. That is absolutely huge. Yours truly is being featured in this. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this real quick. So, some people were asking, is this like a magazine that Beachbody puts out? No, this is an industry magazine. Here's a few examples of past issues. They cover any way to earn money from home that's legal. They cover all kinds of home-based businesses, okay? A lot of them are network marketing based, so you'll see like Zango and It Works and some of these other ones, MonaV, but they are an industry magazine run by the same company that runs the Success magazine, Darren Hardy, Compound Effect. That's his magazine. So they're doing this big feature on Team Beachbody. I just heard today that they are saying this is one of their best issues ever. Here's what's inside of it. Every 2012 Elite Coach is named. They're doing a special feature on the top 10 coaches, including myself. They sent a photographer out to my house, and it's going to be like a 2-page special on each top 10 coach. Articles from Shalene and Tony. Guys, what a great tool. Think about it. When it comes to sharing Beachbody, the products speak for themselves, right? Everybody knows P90X, Insanity. They're starting to know TurboFire, Brazil Butt Lift, Shakeology. Those are great products. They speak for themselves. But the business opportunity, sometimes people are unsure about it. They think, well, what is that? Is that a pyramid or is that a, MLM? What is that? Does it work? Is it legit? And what a great way to have a copy of this magazine and go, yeah, check it out. My upline coach, David, is featured in here. Look, on page 47, boom. Now they get to see a third-party industry source reviewing Team Beachbody, talking about our mission, talking about everything that we're doing, and it's your upline coach. I mean, that's a real connection for you as a coach to say, hey, look, this is legit, this is real, and this is whose team we're a part of. I know personally for me, I'm planning to probably buy 100 of them or so. You can get them by pre-order this week. I can order them for you if you're interested. They're selling them in cases of 10 or more. It's only $3. They're selling them at cost right now. It's $3. Or you can get them at Summit. I think they're like $3.50 at Summit. Or they'll be in newsstands in August. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out is as you share this with friends, family, prospects, and they start to ask questions, that's when you would point them to one of our tools, like our website or the GoPro book. Like, hey, well, how does this whole business model work? I'm going to order a case of GoPro books. I'll be putting that in their hand next. Here you go. Read the first couple chapters of this book. This will give you a great understanding of how network marketing works. So that's Success from Home. Let's talk about T25. Is there anybody out there who's excited for this workout? think just about anybody you tell, hey, you can get a workout done in 25 minutes a day, they're like, ooh, when's that one coming out? I mean, seriously, I've just casually mentioned it a few times, and there's a lot of interest out there. I have another friend, local friend, who he's doing some other workout that's 25 minutes a day, some other company. And he said he only has to wake up 15 minutes earlier in the morning than normal because when he gets his workout in, he's more productive and he gets ready for work faster. So he said, I just set my alarm 15 minutes earlier and I get my workout done. So, boom. What a great selling point. Like, hey, you don't have time to work out? Would you be willing to get up 15 minutes earlier in the morning? You would? Great. Here you go. So let's talk about how we can leverage this as a team. First of all, the results I'm seeing from this are killer. These are some of the results that Beachbody published recently. Amazing to say the least. I think this is 60 days. I'm not sure about timing on this one. But let's talk about how we can leverage it as a team. First of all, why is it important? Here's what's going on, guys. For those of you who are brand new, we're getting into summer vacation. People go on vacations. The kids are at home. They're out of school. They're totally, especially if they're a stay-at-home mom or somebody, they're thrown off their routine. People lose focus on their workouts. We see this every summer, okay? This workout, it's 25 minutes a day. There's no equipment required. They can take it with them on their vacation. They can fit the workout in the morning while their kids are sleeping in. I haven't seen any pricing on it, but I'm expecting it to be about $90 for the workout. That seems to be the price point that they've come out with Combat, Body Beast, and others right around that price point. So challenge pack, I'm expecting to be around 180. Who knows? We'll see. I guess we'll find out at Summit. Here's an opportunity we have. For those of you who participated in our Combat Super Challenge group, it was amazing. We had about 200 people in the challenge group. Super high energy. We opened it up and pretty much everybody invited to one group, and then we promoted that group. So we're going to do the same thing here. And I would say that now is actually a good time to start planning for that because we expect T25 to be out this month. We're going to get it at Summit, but then it should be online shortly thereafter. So we could start a challenge group first week of July, the first Monday in July, or possibly even the last Monday of this month, like potentially the 24th. So it just depends on when it comes out. Probably July 1st is more realistic, but I think it's critical for us to help our customers and coaches to be plugged into something and committed to their goals before they get carried away with summer vacation and the summer break. So who wants in on a T25 Super Challenge group? All right. So here's the deal. Online support group on Facebook. We're expecting around 200 people or more. High energy. This is how you promote it, right? 25 minutes a day. Tips and advice on staying motivated on nutrition, first of all, and staying motivated by being plugged in. They can stay connected with their mobile through Facebook app. And Chris, you can still invite people to T25 even though you're not starting it personally. Keep that in mind. You don't have to be in it yourself. But, you can be in it but not doing it, right? So T25 Super Challenge Group, what we did last time is once we got 20 people committed, 30 people, 40 people, we started publishing that number on Facebook. We're like, 42 people have committed to our Combat Challenge group. Who's going to be next? We're going for 50. And then when we beat 50, we're like, all right, we're setting the goal higher. We're going for 100. And we just kept bumping it up until we got to 200. So it created this big ball of momentum. That's the opportunity we have here. All right. Now, for tonight's final topic, let's move on to how to build your team Beachbody business. Okay. This is a continuation from last week. If you were with us last week, we had a featured guest, Jake Bueller, who went through skill number 1 and 2 to grow your business. Here on the screen, you'll see those. Skill number 1 is finding. Skill number 2 is inviting. And then skill number 3 is sharing. That's what we're going to get into tonight. Now, if you've read the GoPro book, he calls the third skill presenting. I don't really like presenting because it gives the impression that you're going to be standing up in front of a room presenting and things like that. And we don't do that with Beachbody, really. We share tools with them. We share videos. We share things. We share samples and stuff. So skill number 3 is sharing. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You guys ready for this? All right, here we go. So this is the takeaway that I want you guys to be thinking about here for skill number 3. This is the visual. You are just a messenger, not an expert, and you use tools. Okay? Keep that visual in your mind as we go through this. You're just a messenger, you're not an expert. Use the tools. Okay. So somebody asks you, hey, what's this Shakeology thing? Or somebody says, tell me about coaching. Or they answer your question and they say, oh, there's a business opportunity. How does it work? Well, now what? Now what do? Well, you start talking a mile a minute and you tell them all the details. When I first got into this business, oh man, guys, when I did P90X and I'd have somebody at work say, hey, I saw you did P90X. And what's that Shakeology thing you're talking about in the video? I'd say, hey, come on into my office. You know what? Schedule an appointment on my calendar. And we'd sit down for like 2 hours. And I would talk and tell them and show them websites and tell them everything. And, it's got goji berry and acai berry and these other berries and these other seeds and stuff. It's really great. And is there a problem with that? Right? So what are your options? You could sit down and explain everything to them. That's me right here in the picture. Now listen here. Let me tell you everything about how this works. Okay? Now, if you take that approach, you're probably not going to want to talk to anybody for a month or two because you're going to feel like you have to be the expert. So you're going to be off studying product features. So that's going to slow you down. Now, if you're really good at talking and presenting and you're a good public speaker, you might start presenting to a whole group. This is how network marketers evolved, and some companies still do it this way. They present to a whole group. Hey, I can reach 25 people at the same time, and I could schedule a meeting. So when somebody says, hey, what's this coaching thing? I'll say, Tuesday night, the 19th, come to my house, or better yet, connect to a webinar. I'm gonna present this to you, right? Or after a fit club. After the fit club, I'm gonna present the business to you. Well, what's wrong with that scenario? Anybody? What's wrong with that? How would you duplicate that? So if you look at the picture here, and you're one of those people in the back row, one of the blue men in the back row, and you're like looking up there, and the guy's really good speaker, and he's asking you to be a coach. What are you thinking? You're probably thinking, so if I want to be successful in this, I'm going to have to get up in front of a group and give this presentation? And gee, okay, I'll be a coach, but it's going to take me about 6 months to study all the materials and really learn it the way you know it, right? That's what they're thinking. So why are those two approaches a bad idea? Because they take a lot of time. Like Tim said, they're not easily and quickly duplicatable. And it creates dependency on you. Even if you were able to get to that point where you're the expert, it creates dependency on you. And you know what? I'm guilty of that, even in our team, because I'm seen as the expert, and I want to help everyone and help answer everybody's questions, and that's created a huge burden on me. And so we have to be really careful with that. We have to be careful to point people more to the tools and the answers instead of just giving them the answer. So the takeaway here is, don't try to dazzle them with your knowledge. So what's a better approach? Let the tools do the talking. Okay? If you look at this graphic here, I've enabled those 6 people to reach out to 6 more people, and I've created a process where people can be successful because I let the tools do the explaining to them. Okay? Do you want to help people be successful that you bring into this business? If you invite a friend or somebody you respect, don't you want them to be empowered to be successful? Right? If you do, then show them something simple that they can do. That's what this is all about. Okay? So you may be thinking, I'm a coach. What exactly does that mean? This is what it means. Okay? You are a consultant who connects people with the tools and information to help them become educated on how they can improve their lives with what Beachbody has to offer. Beachbody offers fitness, nutrition, support, and financial reward. Now, what's interesting about our team, and as we've grown, is in the beginning, we really focused on the first 3, fitness, nutrition, and support. It's only when you offer all 4 that you're going to see explosive growth, and you'll be offering something to someone that's a lot more appealing. When you just offer fitness and nutrition, you're still offering just an expense to them. But when you offer the financial reward component, now you're giving them a way to work their way out of the current situation they're in. Okay? That's why we start everybody as a coach now, right from the beginning, because they can start earning income to pay for the fitness and nutrition side of things. Okay? So how do you do it right? Bring passion, bring enthusiasm, bring excitement, and do the invite professionally. Go back to skill number 2 last week. Watch that video, but then let the tools do the talking before you do the follow-up. Make sense? Okay, now let's talk about the tools that are available to you. And I went through and made a nice list of the tools that you have. For Shakeology, these are the best ways to share Shakeology. You've got the videos on coachwithus.com. You have your own myshakeology.com website where people can watch videos and order from you as a customer. You can give out Shakeology samples. Now, in the beginning, that was probably one of the best ways that I was able to help move things along with people. You know, it was easy for me to talk about it because I loved it, right? So somebody would say, "Hey, David, so you had really amazing results with P90X. Thank you for inspiring me. I'm going to go start it." And I'd say, "Well, that's great. I'm glad I inspired you, but just keep in mind, to get the results I did, nutrition is about 70% of it. And one of the best ways I improved my nutrition was with Shakeology." And they'd say, "Oh." And then we'd go into this conversation about Shakeology, and then they, it'd kind of just end. And so I found that if I offered them a sample, like, "Hey, if you like, I could bring you a sample," they always received that. Everybody's willing to get a free sample. So samples are a great way to break through. But in many cases, I've just told people, look, if you don't like it, you can return it within 30 days and get a full refund. So keep that in mind. Workouts. There's all kinds of YouTube videos that you can send to people to show them the workouts, help them figure out their preference. Or they could even attend a free fit club. Whether you're hosting a fit club or know of one in your area, fit clubs are a great way for people to see the workouts and experience the workouts before trying, before buying, I mean. Little shout out to Dan Vukmarovich, started his own fit club, I think, is it this week or this week. And had 15 people attend his very first fit club. So congrats to Dan and the team, everybody that's been inviting to that. That's huge, first week, guys, 15 people. So congrats. Now, what about nutrition? How do we actually help with nutrition? Do you go to school and become a nutrition expert? No. Do not try to be a nutrition expert. Instead, each program comes with the excellent nutrition guide. Between Shakeology and the nutrition guides, we're helping them a lot. Okay, it's great. And then, of course, support. We've got the website for them to learn how to become a coach, and we've got our Facebook support groups. So these are the tools that you have to point people to. Now let's talk about the tools that you have for the business opportunity. Okay, first we talked about the fitness, nutrition, support. Now let's talk about the business opportunity. When somebody wants to know about how coaching works or how to earn income, send them to coachwithus.com. This is where I send every person I talk to before they join. coachwithus.com. Click on the opportunity tab, watch the 2 videos. They can see success stories on the success stories tab. Real people, diamond coaches, a lot of other transformations. They can learn about the company. Somebody says, well, is this a scam? You tell them, hey, look, go back to the coachwithus.com. Take a look at the company page. There's a video about Beachbody, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, one of the 51st fastest growing private companies in America. Take a look, do some Google searches. I mean, they've been featured on CNBC, the Wall Street Journal, and pretty soon we'll have Success from Home magazine, right? There's all kinds of other magazines that they're in, but the point is, use the tools. Compensation plan. I just posted these about a week ago. You have 4 videos that where people can learn about the 4 different ways to earn income as a coach. So you can point them directly to that link there, coachwithus.com/earn. Okay. Now, what if somebody asked you, well, how does this business model work? This whole MLM thing, I don't understand that. Or how do I earn income? For me, the simplest way, the best tool to give them would be GoPro Network Marketing, and ask them to read the first 3 chapters. It should only take them about 20 minutes. You have a couple options with this. One, if you have books, paper books, and it's somebody local to you, let them borrow one. But ask for it back too, right? Let them borrow it. I created a 3-page, or there's a 3-chapter preview that you can send to people as well. It's a PDF. But this is a great tool to explain network marketing. And that is correct, Nicole. No more napkin presentation, the 45-second presentation. That is outdated. And you will see that it's no longer featured anywhere on our website or in any of our training materials. So GoPro is a much better option. All right, remember this important rule in network marketing. It doesn't matter what works, it matters what duplicates. Okay, if you're not duplicating, what does duplicating mean? It means that you've empowered people that you've signed up to sign other people up, and they're building their business without you having to push them, without you having to manage them, without you having to build it for them. Okay, that's true duplication. When that occurs, and when that happens, that's when you truly get to financial freedom. Okay, that's when your life changes, and that's when things really get to be amazing with this business. Okay, so enabling duplication is empowering others to be successful. Just to recap on skill number 3, you are the messenger, not the message. Okay, that means that you don't have to razzle-dazzle with words of wisdom and try to explain all the great features and be the guru expert on everything. You're just the messenger pointing in the right direction. Okay, to recap, here's the key points for number 3. Don't position yourself as the expert. Be the messenger. Let the tools do the explaining. Be a consultant, pointing people in the right direction. And then this one's probably just as important as all the others. Make sure you can easily access these tools. One of the things I saw Quay do when he joined our team is he started copying links and pasting them into a little notepad on his phone. So as he was out and about and talking to people, he had all the tools right there in his phone that he could just copy and paste and send it to someone. He could text it to them, he could email it. So this video, when it's posted on the website, it will also have the PDF with all the tools listed in it. So you could take a look at all the tools that I went through tonight, save them to your phone, save them to your computer, make sure you have easy access to them so that you can just send them off to people. Okay, that's it for skill number 3. And guys, that is it for our call tonight. I decided to save skill number 4 for next week because we already had too much to cover for tonight. So bottom line is, if you're going to be involved in this great profession, Beachbody coaching, do it right, treat it like a business. If you do, this business is great. It's a lot of fun. If you don't, then it's nothing but a side hobby, which is okay if that's what you want it to be. But it can be frustrating if you're expecting more from it than that. So guys, thanks for joining tonight. Thank you for everyone that has contributed to the 15-star rank advancement. Really, really appreciate that. And congrats to everybody who rank advanced this week as well. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you next week.